Are you fed up of asking this question on social media platforms only to get this response? Why is wild camping so hard for beginners? Now, I'm not saying everyone on social media is like that. There's a lot of really good groups out there that really do help. Now, the thing is, with wild camping, if you're lucky enough to find that really good spot, side of a river, tucked away, out of way, where you don't see anybody, which is, you know, what a lot of people want to get away from, that day-to-day grind, and just be completely chilled out. They don't want to give it up, and you know what? I can understand why. I didn't understand at first why people were so reluctant to give camping spots away. You know, you can go on YouTube and you can see where people are hiking and get an idea that way. I can get why people don't want to share camping spots, but there's no need to just get a map and a compass. I've seen it too many times. You've got to at least try to help new wild campers out, because we all start from day one, you know. Whether that's hiking, you know, ask a question: where's the best place, easiest place to hike? You know, it's people's level of fitnesses are different. I know that when I did Scafell Pike, I made it to the top, but it was a struggle. It wasn't easy, and I had clear days that day. It was a really nice day. Probably one of the warmest days we had, actually, and that was beginning of the year. It is difficult, and that's what I do find the biggest challenge of wild camping is, because you can research gear and you can research tent, and people are happy to answer questions about gear. And I did a video of all my gear setup, so if you are new to wild camping and sort of don't know where to start, I have got a video, and I'll put it up here somewhere if I can work out how to edit, because I'm very new at editing. So if I can get the picture up there, then I've learnt another lesson and smashed editing. Now, I've been wild camping for a couple of months now. I've done about 5 camps. I think the most thing that I struggle with is finding somewhere to camp. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I do it. It may be helpful to someone that's just starting out. But yeah, why is it so hard? So what I do is I'll find some routes, whether it's in Peak District, Lake District, Yorkshire Dales, that sort of thing. I'll find them in books, on hiking apps like All Trails. That's the one that I use. On all trails, it maps out the route. It shows you. I'll show a picture of it now on screen, what it does, All Trails route. I think you do have to pay for this feature, but they do special offers round about sort of February, March-ish. It's about $17.99 for a year, which is not too bad. And there's loads of routes on there. You just type in what area you want to visit and you'll see all the routes, and it'll show you a map, how long it is, elevation. Like I say, I'll show you what it does. So then what I do is I'll look on the All Trails route, and then what I'll do is I'll also then look on Google Maps, turn it into like the 3D image, and you get sort of like a better layout of the land. I think the thing that I don't want to do is I don't want to also put myself at risk. You know, I do see a lot of YouTube videos out there with tents being blown down in the middle of night, rain coming in. Now, it's good viewing, I'll be honest with you. You know, you'll click on it and you'll watch it, and it is a really good view. It might not be for the person that's filming the video, although, you know, there is some people that chase that sort of stuff, you know. But don't, you know, especially if you're new to it, don't put yourself at risk. That's one thing that I would never do. And plus, I've got my boys, Rodney and Walter, that I take with me sometimes, and I don't really want to be hiking them down the mountain in the middle of dark. You know, not that I've been up a mountain yet. That was my plan this weekend. But by the time you've looked at weather and it's up and down, and you think, do you really want to sit in your tent all night in heavy rain? Don't know, maybe some people like it. Maybe some people like it. I have had a lot of experience of sat in my tent with rain and wind where they can't cook. So I think that's what is a big frustration for me for wild camping, is that I love it, but the weather just spoils it so much. Now I don't mind cold. I don't think I've got the gear to really go out in really cold temperatures, because I only started this year, so I've not upgraded my gear, and my pack is always about 14 kg anyway, so I don't want to be taking thicker sleeping bags. I think if I had to give some more advice, I would recommend, if it's possible, that you do a couple of hikes first, maybe over cooler months, scope out the area, see if you can find that spot that looks like the perfect camping spot, but then make sure you have a plan B, because when you do go there, there's a possibility that there might be someone else there. You know, I've been lucky and I've never bumped into anybody else. I just did a really good speech about wild camping, and don't head up to Scafell Pike or Elvelen on your first attempt. And it were all in time warps. And I can't remember what I said now. Oh God. YouTube. Cameras. All new to it. Still learning. Just getting outdoors though. At first. It's a big step. Testing your level of fitness. What it'd be like doing the walk or the hike with a big 14 kg pack on that I carry of mine. Do that first, because it is hard work, I'll be honest with you. It's not easy. You do need to build that fitness up, but once you're comfortable carrying that weight and you're a bit more fitter, then you can start venturing out more. Look at me, the hand waves, look. I don't think I am. If you are new to wild camping, or you're into wild camping and hiking, if you could hit that subscribe button, that'd be appreciated. I'm trying to grow the channel. I'm enjoying it. I love being outside and I love filming my adventures for anybody that's interested in watching them. Most of the time my missus watching them, sends her off to sleep. So it could be good for that as well. So try to camp sort of lower down on your first ones so you get used to it, next to a little river, nice and relaxing. Not in mid-season. Midges are a pain in the backside. I've got first hand from it, from my first solo wild camp. Oh God, nightmare. No matter what you decide to do, make sure you stay safe. What I do if I'm going out on my own is I do what 3 words, and I use the grids as markers that then I send to my missus, and then if I don't return, or because obviously I've got no phone signal, then she knows the route I've taken and she can give what 3 word locations to the emergency services. So just try to plan for everything, because it'll put the people at home's mind at rest as well. It can be quite daunting for them and for you. So yeah, what 3 words? I'll show you that. I'll put a little picture shot if I know how to do it. I hope this little video has give you a little bit of help to start the wild camping journey. And if anybody out there that's got any more good advice, that experienced wild campers, drop a comment in the box, because there's probably something that I've missed, because I'm fairly new myself. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, stay safe, and I shall see you on the next one.